Hey ladies and gentlemen, it's Carlos Cabrera, the owner of Amp Up Strength and Fitness at your service. A little bit about myself, I'm a combat veteran, turning 40 this year, and I've been in the fitness industry all my life, to tell you the truth, but I've started instructing 9 years ago. And what got me started was just, something came upon my spirit, wanting to help others. I know fitness has been a big deal for me, but it's more than just fitness and physical activity. This is a lifestyle. It improves everything about who you are as a person and builds character and discipline. So I decided to become a fitness instructor, not because I love what I do, but because it changes people's lives. So I'm blessed to be here today to guide you guys on a 15-minute home workout video, just using a basic chair and some simple household items that you can use in order to work out those fast twitch muscle fibers. So let's get to it. So for the first exercise, we're gonna use a resistance band. You can get this band at Walmart. They're pretty cost effective. They're not expensive at all. You get them typically about 2 or 3 packs. Or two or three in a pack for about 10 to 15 bucks. So we're gonna put on this resistance band, and what I wanna do is when I put it on right over my knees here, I wanna target the inside groin muscles. So we're gonna work out the hip abductors and also the outside area here, the hip flexors as well. So I need to make sure that when I grab my chair in my house, that I'm not leaning all the way back here, okay? I wanna lean forward, but as I lean forward, I'm gonna separate my legs not too far apart, but not too close as well. They gotta be about 6 inches in between. So as I put on this band and I roll my shoulders back and ground myself on the edge of my seat, I'm gonna go out, in, out, in, out, in, and I should feel some kind of resistance taking place inside my groin area, also working out the top portion of that hip flexor right there. So let's go ahead and grab this band, and we're gonna put it on like we do in the morning time with our underwear and pants. Very simple. Okay, now that I'm on the edge of my seat, my glutes are right here, okay? I'm going to get my proper separation, and I'm going to expose my brand for branding purposes. As I roll my shoulder back, I'm gonna ground myself here by grabbing the edge of my seat on both sides. And here I begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good job, you did it. Nicely done. So I counted to 15 repetitions. Typically it's 1 repetition per second, so it's 15 seconds. Then we rest for 30 seconds, just to allow the body to rebuild itself and really make that muscle that we need in order to compensate for that burn that we just felt on the inside of that groin. On the second round, the amp up ways, you always do each exercise or each circuit 3 times around, because the body is smart and it adapts very fast. The second time around, I want to really stretch it out really slowly. Come it in, stretch it out really slowly, come in. Really emphasize the stretch as you go out and feel the groin muscles activate there. So let's go ahead and do that. Same thing, position myself not too far apart. My legs gotta be close, but not too close, if you know what I mean. Roll my shoulders back and I ground myself here, and let's get to it. Okay, we're gonna do slow ones and then pull all the way outside like this. That's 1, 2, good, 3, fantastic, 4, each repetition counts, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and let's get 5 more out of it. Yeah, I think you can do it. 1, 2, 3 out, 4 out, and 5 out. Good job. Fantastic. Now I'm pretty sure that was 15 repetitions, but it took more than 15 seconds to get there. Nevertheless, we're still gonna go for a 30-second rest in between, just enough to allow the body to, regain its strength, right? To refurbish itself, if that makes any sense. As you can see, during these exercises, you can start to feel your glutes engaged. So ladies, you're welcome. Okay, on round number 3, we're going to do it again. This time, I want to switch up the variable or the variation of the repetitions and the speed of the repetitions. For example, So the first one, we kind of pumped really fast. Hey, really activated those muscle groups. The second time around, we kind of went really slow, emphasizing the stretch of the resistance band. The third time, I want to add some coordination to it. So let's go ahead and start off with 5 really fast pumps. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're gonna add about 2 slow, really slow, emphasized, stretched repetitions. Let's go back to the 5. 1, 3, 4, and 5. And then 2 really long ones. Ow. And then ow. And then keep going with that pattern for about 15 to 30 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. You can do it. Hang in there, you're doing fantastic. So I'm gonna grab a bottle of water. I'm pretty sure everybody has a bottle of water lingering around their apartment, their home, wherever you are. I'm sure that you can find something similar to this. You can use a Pepsi can, a cola can. Hopefully it's a Diet Cola can, wink, wink. But for today, I'm gonna use this water bottle as my example. So we're gonna work out the upper body. We worked out the inside groin area and also the hip flexors. But now I want to engage the deltoid area. Everybody say the deltoid. That's right, that's my shoulder area here. Also the trapezoid, the trap muscle that's right here over this little hump right here. We're gonna work out that muscle, and also the lat muscle. Everybody say the lat muscle, the lat muscle. Okay, here we go. So this is called the overhead press. Also known as the weighted press or the military press, yada yada. Either way, we're just pressing the weight. Okay, so this is going to be my weight. It's going to be significant because we're going to go about 15 to 20 seconds on the repetitions. So number one thing is I always ground myself on the ground like so. So both feet planted on the ground. I like to dig myself into the ground with my heels and then push myself back and get to my chair here. Okay. Now what I want to do is roll my shoulder back. This hand that has no weight with it, I'm just going to ground on the side of the chair just like so. Okay, this is going to be my support system when I start feeling a lot of burn skis. Ow. I'm going to grip really tight here and continue to push on this weight. So let's do this for 15 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Roll your shoulder back here, ground yourself, push yourself back, and here with the unused arm, ground yourself with that arm. So I'm gonna lift up this weight. My water bottle is my weight. And I'm gonna make sure that my elbow is facing away from my body and that my arm is parallel to the ground like so. Sometimes when the weight may be too heavy, you may see that the weight is down here kind of. So if it's too heavy for you, go ahead and drop it and get a can, a soda can, something that's a little bit lighter than this. So here I am, I'm gonna position myself accordingly. And look at this weight, it's leveled. There's like about a 90-degree angle here as it should be. I'm gonna press up using my deltoid, okay? And then I'm gonna come down with the press. But the weight never should move. It should never go outward. It should never be wobbly. Everything should be in place. We're gonna go about 15 repetitions here. Let's ground ourselves and let's move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and that last one is at 15. And as you know, you should feel a severe burn taking place here in that area right there. Also the tip of your trap muscle and also the lat is working on that extensive press. Fantastic, ladies and gentlemen, you killed it. You worked out the right side and the left side upper body. Now it's time to knock them both out at the same time. I couldn't find another water bottle, so I decided to grab my son and daughter's PlayStation controllers. As I said, this video is about finding stuff in the household that you can use in order to exercise. So let's get it done. I've got 2 PlayStation controllers here. I'm gonna roll my shoulders back. This time my only grounding support is going to be my feet and the back of my chair. And so I'm gonna scoot all the way back here like so, okay? For my positioning, this chair is a bit too long here, so I'm gonna scoot up here and I'm going to extend my legs a little bit further out in order to ground myself a little bit better in this position. So let's get these 2 controllers here, or whatever household item you can use, 2 oranges, 2 apples. For now, let's get these controllers in motion. So now that I'm grounded with my heels on the ground, I roll my shoulder back and I get to pressing 15 repetitions. Let's go. Okay, now that I'm in position, let's do it. On 3, 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's go. 7, don't stop. 8, let's move. 9, keep pushing. And you got 5 more. 3, 4 more. 3 more, I forgot to count. Oh, 2 more, it's burning. Holy moly, 1 more, let's get it done. And push it. Drop the weights and shake it off. Oh, that's nice. Good job, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for the next portion of the video, which is the ab rotation. We're back to the resistance band, ladies and gentlemen. So grab your band. And what I want to do is I want to practice a little bit of engagement in the core and center area of your torso. So we're going to use this resistance band here. And what I want to do, I just want to tuck my thumbs into the band like so. I've got 4 fingers on the outside of the band. Okay, I'm going to reach my hands out and then I'm going to roll my shoulder back. And from this position, I'm going to raise to the top here as far back as I can without having to bend my elbows here. So I want to rotate as far back here or without putting any pressure on your lower back as well. So I want to focus on the center area as I'm doing these exercises. Remember that. So let's do it again. Roll our shoulder back. We're going to come all the way to the top. There it is. Come back down here, back to the center area, and then we're going to rotate to the right side. Full torso rotation. Come back to the center area, stop, and let's go to the left side rotation. And let's do this pattern for about 10 repetitions. Okay, so 3 motions and 10 repetitions here. Ooh, I just felt my back crack. That was fantastic there, ladies and gentlemen. So when you do these exercises, it's helping you rotate that mid portion. You're loosening up all those tight muscles and all those stress points in your lower back. You're getting that extension from left to right. Also, you're working out the obliques here. So it's just a fantastic rotation that's gonna help you with mobility. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about circuit training for our last part of the session. Circuit training typically involves 2 or 3 exercises or even more. And what we do is we do about 15 seconds in one, 15 seconds on the other, and 15 seconds on the last one. And we rotate as we go along. So this confuses the muscle groups and it engages the body in various ways to where it gets the heart rate pumping, and it also utilizes the muscles to its maximum capability. For this exercise, I just want to stay on the edge of my seat. Same positioning as we did in the first round. I'm going to grab both of my hands and ground myself here on the edge of my seat. So I'm going to take one leg and one leg only, starting off with the right leg, and we're going to extend all the way out until I feel or I can see that my leg is parallel to the ground. Look at my toes. My toes are facing outwardly, so that forces the muscle fibers to open up and stretch out as well. So let's do that one more time. I'm grounded here, roll my shoulders back. I'm gonna lift up my leg parallel to the ground. Now I'm gonna try to move to the outside, come back to the center, and then come back out to the inside. Then I'm gonna do it again. Stretch it out. Let's move out here and then come back down. Fantastic. Up and to the outside and down. Now, if you can't stretch your legs all the way out, that's not a problem. You can just move to the edge of your seat and kind of just move to the outside, just using your whole leg to the best of your ability. You don't need to overemphasize that stretch. What I want to do is I just want to practice mobility here on my hip flexor as I rotate up and go to the outside. So we're gonna knock out 10 repetitions on this side and then 10 repetitions on the other side, and that's how we're going to do it there. That's exercise number 1 of my circuit. Exercise number 2 of my circuit is we're gonna take both legs up here And we're gonna extend it to the outside here and back to the inside and back down. Up to the outside, in and down. Up to the outside, in and down. Again, if you can't extend your legs all the way up, that's okay. Don't worry about that. Let's modify that exercise for you. We're gonna scoot up to the seat a little bit, raise your feet off the ground, and let's just open our whole legs as much as you can. All I'm doing is working the outside of the hip flexor here and also the gluteus maximus for you young ladies out there. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. This is Carlos with Amp Up Strength and Fitness at your service here. I hope you enjoyed this 15-minute stay at home workout video. A video that kind of shows you that you can grab whatever around the house and still get your fitness in. So you guys enjoy yourselves, have a blessed day, and I'll see you again next time.